Hi guys, welcome to Dragon's Cave. I hope the sound is okay. I'm trying out a new microphone today. Um, I've got this elephant head mold from Timu. This is going to be a birthday gift for a friend, so I need to get cracking on it. Um, I'm going to paint the mold before I pour the resin, and I'm going to use, for the tusks, I'm going to use silver. For the head and the trunk, I'm going to go with gold. And for the ears, I'm going to go with this copper. Some of the detail in here I'm going to pick out with this. It's bluey green shift powder. And the same for the little blob dots here. I hope you can see that. So yeah, crack on. Let me get. So I'm going to use alcohol to turn the powders into more of a paint, particularly in the small sections. Generally, that should give me less cleanup to do. So I'm going to start with the little details. I was going to pop little half pearls into them, but because they're all different sizes, I'm going to have a bit of difficulty here. I'm just going to pop a little bit of powder there, mixed in with a little bit of isopropyl alcohol. Oh, except, yeah, that was a bit of a miracle. Didn't go everywhere. Pop that somewhere. I'm not going to knock it over. So, hope you can see. It's not really sticking very well. Except where I don't want it to, of course. I think I'm going to have to paint these dry and just use the alcohol for the colours. Just clean my brush off a second. Wipe that out. Didn't want to go on, now it doesn't want to come off. So it's quite hot here at the moment. Very hot. I would very much like to go and just throw myself in the pool and forget everything else, but unfortunately, needs must. Where am I? Let's get a clean brush. So I'll start down here while I give that end a chance to dry off and see if this sticks any better. If not, I'll just go back to the drawing board and start from scratch. That's going much better. Hope you can see that. Need to make sure I've covered the whole art. Unfortunately, this does mean I'll have some cleanup to do. Sure the whole raised part is completely covered. I'm currently waiting on a delivery from DHL. Unfortunately, because of where I am, which is in the garage, I can't hear the doorbell from here, so my poor unfortunate husband is trapped indoors. Otherwise, we're going to miss the delivery. As I said, it's exceedingly hot here at the moment. The thermometer in my garage currently says 28. Uh, there's a pharmacy just down the street from my house, and as most pharmacies seem to have here in Spain, they have kind of like a weather display outside. And when my husband popped out to get some shopping at 9 o'clock this morning, it said it was already 33 degrees, so it's not going to get any cooler in the short term, which is fine. I love hot weather, except I don't like being stuck in the garage because I don't have a fan in here or anything. Although I am very tempted to go and steal the one from the bedroom to cool down a little. Okay, that's all the pearly parts finished. I'm just going to clean up where I've made a mess, and I will be back to show you the next part. See you in a sec. Bye. Hey guys, back again. So done all the pearly things, cleaned that up. I have painted the eye in black. So I'm going to get on now. The next part I'm going to do is the trunk. Oops, carried away there. Not unusual for me. And make sure there's no loose powder on the brush because stuff is not easy to clean up. It's not, the mould is sort of part shiny, part matte. So depending on how it comes out, I may give it a coat of spray varnish afterwards. Depends on how much I like it. So as I said, this is a gift for a friend. Husband and I moved to Spain in 2020, right in the middle of a pandemic, as you would. And the lady this is for was one of the first people we met here. And she has been an absolutely amazing friend. Introduced us to people, took us around, showed us where things were. She's always on standby, looks after the cats when I'm away. So yeah, she absolutely loves elephants. This week it is her birthday, as I said, and we're off to her party on Friday night. This video will actually go out a couple of days after her birthday because I don't want her to see this before anyway. But yeah, if you're watching, Marlene, happy birthday. Hope you had a great time. And thank you for being there and all the help you've given us so far. And I hope that one day we can return the favour. Or some of the favours, anyway. Okay, I'm just going to highlight this part of the trunk in the silver. Do want to make doubly sure. I'll probably put an extra coat on here. Make sure it's properly covered. Get this part painted in first. Don't want this to be streaky at all. And this can happen with this, so 2 coats is better than 1. Just made a mess there that I'm going to have to clean up. Excellent. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to let that dry. Put a second coat of silver on, and then I'll clean up and come back for the next part. See you in a minute. Hey guys, back again. So for the next part, I'm using the gold. I'm going to do the trunk and the head, and I'm going to pick out the detail here in the ears with the gold. So in the interest of saving a little time and energy, I'm just going to paint this on as it is. This is really, really nice stuff. It does get everywhere, but you do need to make sure that you rub it in very, very well, burnish it right in. Otherwise, it can look quite patchy on the finished article once you get colour behind it. So, I'm not worried about going over parts that have already been painted, because you will only see the first colour, in theory, that you put down. I can't even see what I'm doing here. And so you do need to burnish it right in, because it does look patchy otherwise. So I'm not going to do the whole thing this way. Just going to show you what I'm doing. So I'm going to be doing the head as well, but from here on is the ear. So I think I'm going to just work this in, trying not to get any into the ears. I'll be more careful when I get closer to that side. As you can probably tell, I decided to go quite a bit further with the silver embellishment. So I'm kind of working from a photograph of the mould that I got from Temu, to try and figure out what's where. Trying not to flick powder into the ears. You can see there's a lot of loose powder in here, but I do need to go around and give it an extra good working in. I wouldn't want to give something to somebody that I wouldn't like to have myself, in terms of quality. I'd be very disappointed. Well, actually, I wouldn't be disappointed if somebody gave me something handmade that wasn't perfect. But elephants are her absolute favourite thing in the world. And as I said, she is a good friend. So I want to take extra care and make sure it's perfect. So that's as far as I can go with the big brush. I need to get to the detail with the smaller one. I've already got some powder splashed over, but I'll clean that up, and I'll carry on working this in, make sure it's completely covered. I'll paint in the details in the ears, and I'll be back in a few. Bye. Hey guys, back again. I'm hoping that the delivery van that's parked right outside my gate is not an issue for you with background noise. As I said, this is a new microphone, never used it before, so I don't know. I'm hoping it's doing what it's supposed to do and cancel out the background noise. But okay, so I've got my resin mixed up. I've got 120 grams of resin Pro I crystal, which is 80 grams of resin and 20 grams of hardener. Good grief, what is going on out there? So what I'm going to do, as I've done previously, is mix up the I'm doing the backing in black. Sorry, I'm distracted by that vehicle. So I'm mixing the black mica powder with some alcohol. So this it stops you getting lumps of dried powder in your resin, makes it easy to mix up, but also it helps disperse any bubbles. I don't want to spray this mold simply because I've used the marbling powder or the mica powder to paint it. I would have waited until the delivery van's gone, but unfortunately it could be there sometime and I will be stuck with resin going off in the cup. Really don't want that, not after the last episode of Flash Cure. So it's mixing the powder in, or the combination of powder and alcohol into the resin, mixes in very quickly that way. So I'm just going to pour this, and hopefully the alcohol that's in with the powder will help prevent any bubbles. Just going to try and mostly let it find its own way into the nooks and crannies. There is quite a lot of detail in this mold, and I really don't want bubbles in it. It's gently getting its way there. So start in the trunk. So I don't think I've mixed enough resin, but I can always top it up. And pour it into the detail to help prevent, oops, faster. So I can already see I haven't mixed up enough resin. I'm not going to bore you with it. Just going to pour in what I've got. I'll mix up the rest off camera. You really don't want to disturb the powder too much. I mean, it does float, you can see that obviously. But I don't want to be poking about in the mould and disturbing the powder and ending up with a streaky mess. It's actually not too bad, about another 30 ml, I think. 30 grams. Should finish that off nicely. So yeah, I'll mix that up off camera, pop it on the heat mat once it's started setting, and then I will see you for the demold. See you in a bit. Hey guys, we're back, and this is cured. Cross everything. Really hoping this turned out well. Otherwise, I've got a lot more work to do before Friday. But it is only, I don't even know what day it is, Tuesday today. Well, that came out easily enough. The mould looks pretty clean, which should hopefully mean that all the powder is stuck to the actual elephant. Yeah, he turned out pretty well. I'm very happy with him. Don't see any air bubbles, which I'm really pleased about. There is kind of a silvery undercast to the gold around here, but I'm not really worried about that at all. I quite like it. These didn't turn out quite the colour I'd hoped, but I can repaint those. I've got some metallic pens. One thing I'm slightly disappointed about is, sure you can probably see it across here. There's a mark in the mould. There's a line that goes across here and another one here. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything I can do about that, but I'm sure that she will love it anyway. So yeah, I'll find the right colour to repaint these. I'll pop a hanger on the back, take it out in the daylight and get you some photos. Yeah, really pleased. Hope you enjoyed that. There'll be another one soon. Bye.